So guys, it feels like 10 years since the second Trump term began, and I do not mean that in a bad way at all. It is actually completely the opposite. He has done so much in the last 40 days that it has been nearly impossible to keep track unless you are literally glued to X, unless you are glued to C-SPAN, which unfortunately most of us have lives, so I know we're not doing that. So I personally have felt like I've kind of been in a washing machine for the last 40 days, just being bounced around, catching bits and pieces of the news and trying to follow along because literally, guys, this man is moving a mile a minute. And so I think it is time for a recap. You guys have been asking for, and you've been saying, Brett, why haven't you talked about Trump? I saw some comments that they were like, Brett, Trump has done something like 75 executive orders. You haven't talked about one, which cracked me up because I literally think you could do an entire episode about each individual executive order, but obviously we don't have the time for that. I'm doing these longer shows now, so I'm going to attempt to mush all of this into one episode. I want to get into that, get into all of the incredible things he's done. And obviously, we also need to talk about my favorite funny Trumpisms from the last 40 days. We obviously have to talk about Zelensky and that now infamous meeting in the Oval Office. So this will not be all-encompassing in the slightest, which means that we will have many more episodes about Trump in the future. And why wouldn't we? Because the man is going to be president for the next 4 years, God willing, which means we're going to have a ton of great content, lots of things to talk about. And also, guys, on top of all of that and that very important recap, we also need to talk about Gen Z and Gen Z's response to all of this because, spoiler alert, it actually isn't positive at all, and it's kind of concerning, and I want to understand why.